Hare Krishna, everyone. So today, ISKCON Bangalore welcomes you on day 5. Today we'll learn chapter 5, Karma Sannyas Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness. Before starting it, we'll do our prayers. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. So let's start today's chapter. Shloka 5.1. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam karmanam Krishna Punaryogam sasamshasi Yakshreya itayorekam Tan me bruhi sunishitam. Hare Krishna. Who is going to read the translation?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Shivanandi. You can unmute yourself.
Translation. Arjuna said, O Krishna, first of all, you ask me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?
So Arjuna asked Krishna, Oh Krishna, please tell me which one to do, whether to renounce my work in the sense that whether should I stop fighting and stop everything, doing anything and go to forest and take sannyasa, whether to do that or whether to work with devotion. Which one should I choose? Tell me, I'm not getting it. So let's see what Krishna answers, okay? So can anyone tell me what can you get from this picture? Whom can you see? You can raise your hand. Prajesh Prabhuji, you can unmute one of the participants.
Yes, Sachi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sachi.
Mataji, this is a Brahman. This is a Brahman, but he has a phone. That means he is fooling. He's not an actual Brahman.
Yes, he's a pretender. He's taking a cigarette. He's holding a kamandala, yet he's having a cigarette and he's having phone in one hand. Why does he requires a phone? He does not needs phone, right? And even if we suppose if he needs phone for some reason, but what is the use of cigarette? There's no use for cigarette for a for a sannyasi, right? So it's a pretender and not an actual sannyasi. Okay. So here what we see, here there's a person in a home who is worshipping Radha Krishna deity, offering them flowers and fruits, and also doing his regular activities, work also. So he is working in devotion. So work in devotion is better than this pretended kind of sannyasi, okay? So this is what we learn from these pictures, okay? Let's move ahead. Arjuna's confusion. So anybody remembers from chapter 1, what were the 5 reasons of Arjuna's limitation? You can raise your hand.
Nakshatra, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Nakshatra. Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
He was confused about his duty.
What were the 5 reasons of Arjuna's lamentation from chapter 1? Did you remember? Yes, you can unmute someone else, Prabhuji, till then.
Run it.
So one reason is no enjoyment. Second
Yes.
reason is family tradition. Third is indecision.
Hmm.
And fourth one is
Compassion.
compassion, and the fifth is
Okay, we'll do it. Okay. First one is compassion. Okay. Second one is no enjoyment. Third is sin. Fourth is family tradition. Fifth is indecision. Okay. So these were the 5 reasons for Arjuna's lamentation. That's why Arjuna was so confused what to do, whether to fight or to not fight. Okay. So did you remember the one more name I told you of Krishna, which is related to this picture? This picture, it's related to that picture. Anyone can tell that name?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Nandini. Yeah, please tell.
Partha Sarathi.
Yes, Partha Sarathi. Sarathi because he was riding the chariot of Arjuna, and Arjuna's another name is also Parth. So Parth Sarathi. Okay. So here Arjuna is in confusion. He's in dilemma. He's thinking, should I stop showing the tree? So what do you do? If you want to plant a tree, right? What do you do? What's the first step? What do you do? Can anyone tell me?
Ma'am, first we sow the seed into the ground.
Yes, first you sow the seed, right? So that's what Arjuna is thinking. Whether I sow the seed or shouldn't I sow the seed? First confusion he has. Shouldn't I sow the seed or sow the seed? And then he was thinking that so should I have expectation? If I'm sowing the seed, then should I have the expectation of having the fruit? So these were the 2 confusions he was having. It is depicted by these examples, right? These are the analogies to represent them. So he's thinking that should I stop sowing a tree? Then he's thinking, or should I stop expecting the fruits? Okay. So he's thinking, should I stop showing the seed or should I stop expecting the fruit? So let's see what's the result. What Krishna tells him. 5.2. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishreyasa Karva Ubhayu Tayastu Karma Sannyasa Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Translation. Who is going to read the translation? Yes, Adya.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, go ahead.
The personality of Godhead replied, the
Renunciation.
renunciation of work and workish devotion are both God and liberation.
Good for liberation.
But of the 2, work in devotional service is better than reunification work.
Renunciation of work. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that Arjuna, both renunciation and work in devotion, both are good. But work in devotion is better than renunciation. Okay. So, so Krishna is telling that work in devotion is better than renunciation in every other thing. Okay. This is the picture Krishna is telling. Showing the tree is your duty. Now Krishna is telling him. So showing the tree is your duty. But do it for me and I'll take care of the fruit for you. So Krishna is saying, whatever activity you want to do that. Whatever is your duty, you have to perform that duty. But don't get attached to that duty, right? To the result of that duty. Rather, do your duty as an offering to me. Then no karma will get attached to you. Okay. So can anyone tell me what is karma? In 3rd chapter, we learned now in Karma Yoga, What is karma?
Aradhya Mishra, please unmute yourself.
Yes, Aradhya. Yeah, you can unmute anyone else. Yes.
Your
Can-
duty.
Yeah, no, yeah. Karma is activities what we do. Yeah. Okay. Karma is activities what we do. So here, this person is earning so much money. Okay. And he's a non-devotee. Okay. So he's thinking that I learned it. So I earned it. So it's mine. Like he's thinking that I've earned it. So all of this money is mine. And on the other hand, if there is a devotee, then what he would think? He would think, okay, all this money is a mercy of Krishna. Okay, this is what a devotee's mindset is always, and this is what a devotee thinks. It's all Krishna's mercy. Whatever he earns, he thinks like that. Okay, now Shloka 5.7. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyaha sarva bhutatma bhutatma purvanapi na lipyate. Who's going to read the translation?
Ma'am, Mataji.
Yes, Monish.
Translation. One who works in devotion with who is a pure
Pure
soul
soul.
and who controls his mind and sense is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Towards are always working. Such a man is never
Entangled.
entangled.
Yes, very good. So Krishna is telling now how work in devotion is better than everything and anything. Okay. So he's telling work in devotion, who is a pure soul and who controls his mind and senses, is very dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled. Like a person who always perform his duty as an offering, never gets entangled with the result of his work, and hence he gets more closer to God. He raises his consciousness by performing his devotional service, like by doing work in devotion. That is called akarma. Okay, by doing akarma, he reaches closer to God. He goes closer to God, and he is very dear to God also, and everyone in his surrounding also. Okay. So now next, types of devotional service. So how can you do devotional service? You can pray to God. Okay, that's one kind of devotional service. You can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's also one kind of devotional service. And then you can pray before eating. That's also devotional service. Okay, we should always pray to God before eating, before eating, having our any meal. We should pray to Lord Krishna that thank you for giving me this meal. And we should not eat merely the food. We should eat prasadam. We should try to eat prasadam. Okay, and then we can read Bhagavad Gita, what we are doing right now. Okay, these are the types of devotional service. This is how you can do devotional service. So you all can chant with me this mantra right now. Okay, hearing and chanting the holy name purifies our soul. Okay, so we should chant. Let's chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Then next shloka 5.18. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Suni Chaiva Sava Pakecha Pandita Samadarshana. Who is going to read the translation?
Indramani.
Hare Krishna, Indramani.
Hello. Yes, yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, go ahead.
Translation. The humble sage by virtue of true knowledge see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater outcast.
Yes, thank you very much. So, a humble sage, like who is learned person, right? Who is a devotee of Krishna, and a very good devotee of Krishna. Okay, he sees everyone with equal vision. He sees that God resides in everyone's heart. Paramatma is there in everyone's heart. So he sees everyone equally. He sees that even a dog eater, even a brahmana, and a cow and elephant, all are equal because they all have Paramatma within themselves. What even a plant, animals, persons, doesn't matter to which caste he belongs. Everyone is equal to his eyes. Why? Because he understands this and sees this. That's Paramatma is there in everyone's heart. Okay. So Pandita Samadarshana, that person is known as Pandita Samadarshana. He sees Paramatma present in each and every body. He sees Paramatma is present in this elephant also, and the person riding this elephant, and the person moving along with this elephant. He sees Paramatma even the body of a devotee, and even in the body of a non-devotee. Okay, he sees Paramatma in cow, in dog, in plants, everywhere he sees Paramatma because everywhere is Paramatma, right? Shloka 5.29. भोक्तराम यज्ञ तपसाम सर्वलोका महेश्वरम सुहृदम सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्मवाम शांतिम ऋच्छति. Who is going to chant this? You can raise your hand. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Vedavarshini, please unmute.
Yes, Vedavarshini. Hare Krishna. Yes, you can chant. Yes, Sai Prasanna, you can chant. Hare Krishna, Sai Prasanna, you can chant.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna, you can chant.
Bhoktram yajna tapasam
Okay, I'm
sarva
chanting. You can chant after me. Okay. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam.
And everyone else also chant with Sai Prasanna. When I'm chanting, after that you can chant, being muted, you can chant. Okay. Yes. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam.
Sarvaloka maheshwaram.
Sarvaloka maheshwaram.
Suhridam sarvabhutanam.
Suhudram sarvabhutanam.
Gnatva mam santim richati.
Natva mam shanti vrikshati.
Gnatva mam
Gnatva mam
santim
tantim
richati.
rikshati.
Gnatva mam shantim richati.
Dvantva mam shanti rikshati.
Yes, you can chant it all by yourself once again.
Bhoktram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram shudram sarvabhutanam santvam mam shantim richyati.
Gnatva mam shantim richati.
Gnatva mam shantim rikshati.
Yes, very good. So this is your homework for today. I'll send the screenshot of this along with the audio and you have to learn this, okay? Now, what is the peace formula? You all have to do this with me, okay? How I'm doing. So for peace formula, these are the peace formula. And what does that shloka means? So this is the meaning of this shloka, which we are representing as peace formula. So how do we say that? We say like this. This is peace formula. Do like that. This means symbol of peace, right? So do like this peace formula. Now we are going to learn peace formula, okay? So Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, okay? Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. He enjoys everything. So Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Second, Krishna is the supreme controller. Okay. Krishna is the supreme controller. Then Krishna is our well-wishing friend. He's the only friend we have. Okay. So Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Okay. Krishna is the only well-wishing friend of ours. Okay. So these are the things which comes in peace formula. So we have to learn this. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Okay. So there's a story now. What happened once, Krishna in Vrindavana, he was playing with his sakhas and sakhis, okay? He was playing in Vrindavana with his friends. So now what happened? Brahma looked from above on earth, on Vrindavan look, and then he saw, and then he sees and he says, oh, this boy is the god. I don't believe, like he was doubting, okay? He was doubting. So he wanted to check. So what did he did? He went and he took away all the cows of the Gopas, right? He took away all the cows. He kidnapped all the cows. Okay. Now Krishna's friend were complaining to Krishna that Krishna, our cow is someone has stolen our cow. We cannot find our cow. So then Krishna said, "Okay, you all eat. I'm going to forest to search your cow." Okay. So then Krishna went to search in search of all the Gopas cows. Okay. Then what happened? By the time when Krishna returned, Brahma, what he did? He kidnapped all his Gopa friends also. So now what happened? Then Krishna, when he came back, then he thought, oh, I'll go alone. Then all the Vrajvasis will be worried that where are their sons? Okay. And where are their cows? So what he did, he expanded into so many, okay, and all that forms, one form, all that 400 forms became his friends, and all those cows which were kidnapped. So then, our time and Brahma's time differ. Brahma's 1 second, Brahma Loka's 1 second is our 1 year on earth, right? So Brahma took them for a year of earthly time. For him, it's 1 second. Okay. So when he came back, he saw, oh, what is this? Everyone is there and everyone is playing. But I stole, like I kidnapped everyone. Why is it like this? And what it is happening? Then he understood. Oh, he's not an ordinary boy. He's a god himself. Then he realized his mistake and he came to Krishna and he kneeled down and he was singing this Govinda Madhipursham, which you all heard no before this class started. So that Govinda Madhipursham was created by or first sung by Lord Brahma, okay, Brahma, okay, it was sung by Brahma, and when he was singing and he was asking forgiveness to Krishna, then Krishna also called all the Brahmas, because in each universe there is one Brahma, and there are so many universes, right? So many universes. So Krishna called all the universes Brahma, okay, and different universes Brahmas. Like if there is a very big universe, then that universes Brahma have more heads. Like our universes, Brahma has 4 head because our universe is of certain size, and another universe, bigger universe than ours, has Brahma, which has more heads, more than 4 heads. Okay, so all Brahma came, and then this our Brahma, 4-headed Brahma, then he understood, oh, what mistake I did, and then he apologized, and then he was singing with his 4 heads, this Govindam Madhipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Okay, so it was so nice, and Krishna forgave, and this is the pastime, lovely pastime. Yeah? So now, purport, peace formula. So this is the peace formula. Again, we came to a peace formula. So this is also the same thing which we learned. So now you all have to do this with me. What is peace formula? How we represent it? Like this, peace formula, right? So you say Krishna is the supreme controller, okay? Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, okay? Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. How we do it? Oh, peace formula. First we represent like that. You all have to do with me, okay? Yeah. All should do with me. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing everyone. Do with me. Yeah. You represent like this, peace formula, okay? Krishna is the supreme controller. Yes. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Yes. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Yeah. Let's do it once again. Peace formula. Our peace formula like this. Yes. Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Okay? Yes, very good. You all have to remember this, okay? Yep. So, what will you feel like when you are going in a market and someone steals your purse or any luggage you are carrying? Someone steals that. How will you feel? You can unmute one of the kids and then they can answer.
Yeah, Savitri can answer.
Yes, Savitri,
We would feel sad.
you will feel sad, right? What if the police car is coming behind that? How will you feel then?
Happy.
Happy, yes, you'll feel happy. You'll think, okay, now police car is coming. I'm going to complain, and they are going to catch and give me my belonging and also put them into prison, right? You'll think like that, now. Similarly, we should never, be in fear, or we should never be sad, because the supreme controller is Krishna. We should understand that whatever is happening with us is Krishna's plan, and Krishna has a wonderful and supreme plan. Like no one can have any better plan than Krishna. So we should trust Krishna and his plans. Okay, so Krishna is our well-wisher and our only best friend. Okay, so he'll never let anything bad happen to us. So we should never fear, or we should never be sad, because Krishna is there, right? Whenever anything used to happen to all the gopas, then they don't used to worry only, because they used to think Krishna is there now. Why we should worry? Let Krishna worry. So that's how it works, because Krishna is there and he loves us the most. He loves us the most. So we need not to worry for anything. Okay, we need not to fear for anything, because he is there. He'll take care of us in any situation. Nothing bad can happen to us, because Krishna is there. He loves us a lot. Okay, more than anyone in the entire universe. Okay, now this is a house. Okay, and when a non-devotee, like suppose there's a non-devotee, okay, and there's an earthquake, and his house got destructed, then what he will say, oh my house, oh my god, now what to do, where to live, right? Because he's a non-devotee. But similar thing, if it happened uh, with a devotee, then what he would think, he would say, I trust Krishna's plan. Maybe there's something good in this plan also, so I trust Krishna's plan. Sorry, it's okay, it's okay, let my house, it's destructed, okay, I live somewhere. Krishna might be having a bigger plan for me, so I trust Krishna's plan, and it's okay whether or not I have a home to live or not. It's okay, I trust Krishna's plan. That's how a devotee will think. Okay, so our peace formula, again it came, peace formula. This is our activity. So okay, so you have to do it that once again, what I have taught you. How we represent peace formula? Like this. Okay, you all have to do with me. Okay, we represent peace formula like this. Then Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the supreme controller. You all have to do this with me. Do this with me. Yeah, first show me peace formula, how we represent peace formula. Like this, right? Yeah, peace formula. Then Krishna is the supreme controller. Yes, Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. So these are the three activities. Okay, I'll ask you tomorrow. You have to tell me. Okay, show like this tomorrow. Okay. Yes. So we have to chant and be happy. Okay. Who are both these people? Can anyone tell me? You can raise your hand. Yes, Shanvi, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and who else? And Nityananda. Okay, so it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. They came just 5,000 years back. Kali Yuga started just they came just 500 years back. After Kali Yuga started just before 5,000 years back, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they came just 500 years back to tell us how to live and survive in this Kali Yuga and to go back to Godhead. They gave us this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and they told us that chant and be happy. So we should chant and be happy. And what we should chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, we should chant. We all should chant co-host, you can unmute everyone for a moment. We'll chant together. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, very good. So now you all have to tell me what was our peace formula. Who will tell me? You all have to tell me. Yes, Mokshit, yes, Hare Krishna. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, you have to do that. Peace formula.
We show it like this. We have to show it like this. Now, Krishna is the supreme control.
Wait. Mokshit, wait. Yes. Mokshit is telling us and we'll all have to do it together, okay? Yes, Mokshit, start.
Yeah. For peace formula, we show it like this.
Yes.
Now Krishna is the supreme controller. So Krishna and supreme controller. Now Krishna is our.
Okay, I'm telling you all have to do, okay? Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Once again, this is our peace formula. We represent it like that. Yes. Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is our only well-wishing friend. Yes, very good. Okay, now who will tell me today's shloka which I told you? Bhokta Ram Yagna Tapasam. Okay, it's a homework for tomorrow. If somebody has learned it, you can recite. Anyone has learned that? You can raise your hand. Yes,
Kshitij, you can.
Yes, Shitish? Yeah, go ahead.
Doktaram yagna tapaso sarvalokamaheshwar sukrudam sarvabhutyanam nyatvam nam shanti rikshiti.
Yes, anyone else? Yes, you can go ahead, Satakshi. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Bhoktaram yagya tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam nyatva mam shantim richati.
Yes, very good. Yes, Nikita. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam nyatva mam shanti.
Yes, good. Very good. Who else? Anyone else want to recite? You can raise your hand. Okay, Mokshit. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. Bhoktaram yagna. Okay, I forgot the second
It's okay.
line.
Bhokta Ram Yagna Tapasam. You can repeat after me.
Yeah.
Bhokta Ram
Okay,
Yagna
Mataji.
Tapasam. Say.
Bhoktaram yagna tapasam.
Yes, second line.
Forgot, Mataji.
Okay, learn tomorrow and we'll listen. Anyone else can do it? Yes, Shitu. Shitu, where is he? He raised his hand. Okay, who else can? Okay, Nakshatra. Yes, Hare Krishna. Go ahead, you can go ahead. Yes, Nakshatra, Hare Krishna. Yes, there is Shitu. Yes, Shitu, go ahead.
Ma'am, I have a doubt as what did you do yesterday? I was absent yesterday.
You can watch the recording, Shitu. You can watch the recording, okay?
But I don't know where are the recordings of doing it.
I've sent you in the group itself. You can watch, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now we'll end with Vaishnav Pranam mantra. After that, we'll watch Krishna Leela and we'll take your doubts after that. Okay, first we'll end this class. Okay. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। भगवद गीता की जय। हरे कृष्णा। Okay.